hill. That's our house there. And my room was at the right, see that porch up there?
Which later became my room.
It was to the right side of that and opened up. That's a tin.
You could stand up on that
roof.
You could stand up on the where the railing is. That was a balcony like you could go out on, right? And then
that addition underneath it, my mother built into it was a porch, but she built it into a bedroom with a bathroom once she started renting it out to the offices from the depot. And the garage has, obviously, has stairs. Once you go in that door, there are stairs down to the bottom.
And that's the hill where the car, I guess, was parked where that silver car is right now.
Yeah.
The blue, was it the blue Rambler?
The other accident is my mother didn't drive, and so they tried to teach her to drive when she was 50 or something, and she drove in just as we came up this hill, but she forgot to straighten it out, and she went right down this hill.
Oh, so I did the same thing.
But
well,
there
I went down the
weren't
same
any
hill.
houses there then, but
oh, so that's...
she never, there were cherry trees back there. There were two really nice cherry trees. We used to pick the cherries. And
that house at the bottom is Mrs. Sanger's house, right? Or it was.
yeah.
And I got right just before the house, and I can't remember if I pulled the brake or if it stopped by itself, but...
This window here was a dining room, and there was a window seat there you could sit on, and there were drawers underneath it where they kept all of my toys when I was little, all the tin soldiers and all of the... He finally got smart and planted myrtle down here. It was terrible. You could never get grass to grow, and had a terrible time mowing this. And there were rose bushes all along the top of it.
Yeah, that was a fun house.
Yeah, it was a nice house. Old man Scott used to live in that second house, and when he would get drunk, which was frequently, he would drive his car backwards.
Which
up
house?
The street, the second house over there. You always knew when, I forget what his first name was, but I don't know why he did it, but when you saw a car driving very slowly backwards. Up the street,
You knew who it was?
you knew for sure who it was. And this used to be another nice house, and Allwine's name just destroyed it and taken absolutely no care of it. This is our Catholic cathedral, the huge church.
St. Mary's. That's pretty big.
It's a beautiful church. Yeah,
stained glass in it is really nice too.
It's a gorgeous church. And of course, it's not doing real well anymore with all the people that are no longer.
And the St. Mary's school. Where I went to school.
This is where you went to school?
Yeah. It's one of the schools I went to.
And the car behind us is waiting for them to pass us. I just remember Father McFadden every week saying, the parish debt is now
Yeah, it would tell you exactly what the debt is.
Please
write a check for $60,000.
Be generous in your support of the the old Catholic school where I went to school was on the other side of the church. It's now a playground.
So that down there is where the playground was, right?
Yeah.
Used to always play down there.
We can go this way and then we'll head back.
So up here on the left, I remember...
And there was another school across, Hayes School, on the other side of the street where that car is coming from.
And that's the playground. We used to play kickball there a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Kickball was the big game then. And there's the silos.
Mm-hmm.
You said they're not being used anymore?
Those are, yeah. There's a tall one
There's the
on
one
the other
standalone,
side of
yeah,
town that
standalone
stands
side
alone. That's not used, but those are used. You know.
What's the gas here?
I think it was 308 or something. Maybe it's more than that. I don't know.
Doesn't say. Oh, there it is.
Well, more than 308.
315.
This is the biggest employer in town. Shelby was the birthplace of the seamless tube industry in the world. And it's the biggest employer in Shelby. It employs like 800 people or 900 people.